Goldenbridge, based on the true story of Christine Buckley, written and illustrated by Louise McKeown. Goldenbridge, based on the true story of Christine Buckley, written and illustrated by Louise McKeown. Dedicated to all the children who attended religious and state institutions in Ireland. The Sisters of Mercy were founded by Catherine Macaulay in 1831 at the site of Goldenbridge in Dublin. The sisters were invited to provide a rehabilitation service to women who had been incarcerated in Mountjoy jail, to educate and prepare them for final release. By 1858, the sisters had established a convent, a national school, and a laundry for the poor in the area. This is the true story of Christine Buckley, told in her own words. I wanted to find my parents and kill them for every ounce of pain that I had suffered. I wanted to find my dad and say, "See what I have suffered because of you and the likes of you." I was 4 and 2 months when I went to Goldenbridge. It was hell. Absolute, sheer hell. I couldn't stop crying. Someone stuffed a raw potato in my mouth. I must have swallowed it. I had a lump in my throat for years afterwards. I was taken to a room and all my clothes were taken from me. I got a grey dress and woolly socks. I never saw my coat or new shoes again. All that belonged to me was taken, even my name. The monkey was called Jenny. She jumped on us, and if we moved, we got beaten. After our first Holy Communion, when we were 7, we were expected to make rosary beads. We made rosaries that went all over the world. This earned income for the convent. They said the money bought us treats, but we never saw a bit of it. The beads were collected on a Tuesday. Monday we were up until 12 o'clock, finishing them. If you weren't on the landing, that was. We took the skin off the brown beads and ate the inside. The mother of pearl and glass beads were lovely. We soon grew to hate them. The mother of pearl was slippy and hard to work. The glass ones would splinter. I often got glass in my eye. I wanted to cry, but what was the point? The younger children in the room helped by picking up the beads from the floor and stringing them together for the older girls to make decades. Fingers raw, we made 60 decades. That is 600 beads a day, 90 on a Saturday. Our hands were stiff and sore with welts. We got cuts on the joint. The wire went across the knuckles. The wire would sit in it. It was an open wound. In would come this nun, and she would call out our numbers. If we were 1 bead short, she would send you down the yard for a whipping. She still was not satisfied and would say, "See you later on the landing." There was a radio programme, Michael P. J. O'Connor. He would talk about the animals on a farm. He had all the different voices. I thought it was sheer heaven. I suppose in a way he helped keep my sanity. Waiting on the landing was nearly worse than the actual beating. It was cold and dark, and we were not permitted to sit down. It was made by a carpenter. She called it a slapper. We called it a stick. We all jumped when we heard her coming. The older ones pushed the younger ones to the front, hoping her anger might be gone by the time she got to them. We got hit for things like maybe you stole a slice of bread, or you ate out of the rabbit cage, or drank water out of the toilet, or tore your dress, or you didn't make your quota, or she just didn't like the look of you that day. When I was in the hospital, I met a girl. She wanted to know had I known Mammy. Where did I live? She went home and asked her daddy, would he like a coloured baby? Sure, he did not know what she was on about. They came to see me that Sunday, and they never stopped after that. Anybody who was somebody went out for 3 weeks in the summer. I would be out playing with the Martins, who were like sisters to me, just like any normal kid. Sometimes Daddy Martin would give me a penny, and sure, the poor man had nothing himself. I cried when I went back. I was not allowed to see the Martins for 6 weeks. I remember vividly the week Daddy Martin was dying. I asked could I go see him. I was told, no, not at all. Four of us went to school. They asked us to spell ingredient. 4 of us got it right. I didn't even know my name in Irish. It took me 3 weeks of standing at the corner of the classroom to learn my name in Irish. Christina O'Buchala. When I was almost 18, I sat my leaving cert. Within a week, I left Goldenbridge to do nursing in Drogheda. I had waited 13 years and 9 months for this day. But strangely, when the day came, I was sad. 2 years earlier, a nun from Donegal had taken over, and our lives changed for the better. This is testimony to the character, intelligence, and tenacity of Buckley, that she rose so far above the grim hand fate dealt her to become an icon. Patsy McGarry, The Irish Times.